Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the FE215B183, a Tier 10 British Tech Tree Tank Destroyer, in a vehicle which all of you collectively agreed is the most overpowered tank in Blitz. The other day, I had a live tier list where I let all of you vote on what you consider to be overpowered tanks. And well, the 183 was not only voted into the overpowered category, but it was the highest voted tank in the overpowered category. Something like 75% of you agreed the 183 is an OP vehicle. That honestly really surprised me. I did not expect such an overwhelming majority of players to say the 183 was overpowered. I personally put the 183 into the strong category, because while it does have some really stupid mechanics going for it, it's also very heavily balanced out by the kind of derpy gun, the not so good camo values, and the fact that it is a very large, easy target. But the fact that it can deal 950 damage in a single shot is still incredibly dumb. And it allows you to, well, yeah, do a lot. So we're going to move up over on the flank we're at over here, and we'll see what happens. The BZ's getting nuked already. We have the Object 260 over there. We actually have the M60 all the way on the other side of the map. I'm kind of hoping is that the M60 makes a play. Come on, back. I thought the M60 was going to back up further, and he just didn't. It's alright. We're going to reload here. Our Chieftain got nuked, but... Ooh, come on. Reload. 5, 4, 3. Okay, we're good. We also have the 260 in mid. Okay, well, we got a lot of players here that we can shoot at. We just got to wait for somebody to get spotted or somebody to over-aggress. Oh, we got the 57 heavy in the open. Aiming. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Our first shot of the game for 958 damage, taking what was a full health T-57 heavy down to 1500. And in 10 seconds, we'll have another shell. That's the craziest part about the 183 is that it doesn't have bad DPM. It actually is quite good levels of DPM. So we have the T-95 over here, and I need to wait for him to over-angle. There you go. Right through the track wheel. 1012 damage. No more T-95. 2 shots, 2000 damage. Yep, that's it. That's the 183. And now we simply reload again. Got a little bit longer left. We have the Type 61 back here. Oh, it was so close. Well, we reload again. 13 seconds, we'll have another shell. Again, like, the 183 obviously lacks in accuracy, but it does make sense, because if the tank had insane levels of accuracy, it would be so dumb. But it doesn't really matter. 3 shots, 2,860 damage now. I mean, we've single-handedly just ripped the enemy apart the entire game. We can obviously see at this point the 260's YOLOing the K91, which means that really the only vehicles left I care about are the 183, the Type 61, and the M40, or the M60 pattern. I don't think we're going to be able to deal much more damage into those players, but we're going to move up and see what we can do. The funny part about the 183 is it's not really that slow. This tank can achieve speeds of 40-ish kilometers per hour. That's not terrible for a tank that is, well, this high in alpha. Even if we don't get another shell out, I think this is still going to be a very, very good example of why this tank is so dumb. So we have the Type 61 back there. We have the M60. We have a potential to deal 4,000 this game if we can get one penetrating shell out here. So that's all we got to do. The M60's right over here, and I'm hoping that the M60 is going to back up into our shot, and that would be ideally perfect for us. So we chill like right here, and we wait for this M60 to potentially back up. I'm going to move up myself, and we're just going to keep moving up. And, well, then the M60 backs up. Of course. Well, that sucks. But you know what? It's alright. M60 is going to drive away into the enemy, of course. Bruh. This M60 would rather die to anybody else but me, I guarantee. Well, maybe not. I take it back. I take it back. I thought that M60 was just going to literally run around circles with me until the 268 version 4 ended up getting the clear, but no. We were actually able to get the shell out, so we're up to 3,500 damage at this point, and I don't think we're going to deal anything more. Type 61's going to... Well, maybe we'll get... Oh, tragic. Oh well. Not a bad game. And this was definitely a good showcase of, even though we didn't get any HESH shells or any crazy damage, we still took 1,000 off of the T-95 by shooting him in the track wheel. We took 2,000 off of the T-57 Heavy, and then we shot the M60 and our game was over. 3,500 damage and a pretty easy win. And that's kind of what the 183 gets away with. It does that. And when you're up against a vehicle that you're able to HESH pen, I mean, you're dealing 1,200 damage in a single shot. Unfortunately, that game, the tanks we tried to HE were too far away, so I didn't reliably trust it. And, the shell on the M60, I thought he was going to back up, and he didn't, and I fired at the Type 68, and it was pretty close, but unfortunately didn't go exactly where I wanted it to. But here we are, another game, this one on Ghost Factory. We have 3 tank destroyers, 2 183s. I don't love this lineup, I'll be entirely real, but we'll see what I can do. I'm going to... I might just go right on this hill here. This isn't a bad spot, and I think it's the highest position. But the only problem is I don't really have a good angle here. The angle of the dangle is pretty bad. So, yeah, I think realistically moving up a little bit more to this area is probably going to be the best play. So we'll see if anybody actually ends up going this way. Oh, there you go. We got the 60 TP. And we'll have to see if that 60 decides to keep going, which he does. And there you go. Wow, a full health 60 TP now has 500 health. It's just no words. No words need to be said. Just stupid. Yep, there goes the 60 already. Alright, well, oh, we got the Yag over here. I'm naming on that Yagzlar plate. Ah! No. Alright, you know what's fine? Oh, wow. That player got actually obliterated. Couldn't get that shell out, unfortunately. E100 appears like he's not going to poke. I'm just going to move in. Wow. Yeah, I mean, what else do I need to say? 2 183s and we've already nuked half of their team. The M48 and 60 TP are single-handedly dead because of me and the other 183. I would have loved to have gotten a shell into that Yag, but unfortunately we just didn't have the angle at that moment there. So we're going to move up, and I'm just going to try and get a nuke out here. Obviously the Yag is already being heavily bled. We have the E100 in the back. We have the E50M right in front. I'm going to drive right over this ridgeline. We're going to aim it on the E50, and... You know what? Actually, I'm not going to aim it on the E50. Okay. Even though we shot the direct flat side of that player, it did nothing. Also, I like how we're getting bounces, because for some reason this tank has armor. Yeah, I don't even understand that one. I really don't understand how we didn't pen the flat side of that enemy 183. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. But it's alright. We're going to reload again. 3, 2, 1. There you go. 1,115 damage into that minnow. And we're up to 2,500 damage now. All that I really care about at this point is the enemy E100, which I'm obviously going to aim in at. So let's reload. There you go. E100 gets nuked a little bit. We're going to aim it on the E100 ourselves. Bonk. There you go. Got him. Hello there, E50. Would you like to be rammed? There you go. Stop the 50. And dead. 3,000 damage and an incredibly easy win. My 183 teammate was actually pretty effective. You know, sometimes you get 183s which are pretty useless, but yeah, my 183 teammate seemed to have done just as well as I did. Let's take a look, and yeah, he did pretty good. Hit his shots. Not a bad player. I'll take it. But I really think this is why people consider this tank to be OP, and I don't blame them. I mean, the fact that the 183 and I were able to deal 7,000 damage combined, and basically one-shot almost every single player on the enemy team is stupid. It's just stupid. And this tank needs to be nerfed, either on its camouflage values, its mobility, its accuracy, its DPM, its pen. Something on this tank needs to be changed, because what it's able to get away with right now is a little dumb. But either way, you can let me know your personal feelings, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.